Alright, how's it going, you guys? It's your boy Trap House, and today we're playing Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition. I'm gonna be showing you how to have the best start.
Can you get that?
First thing you're gonna want to do is build your character.
He comes for you every day.
Good morning.
Next, you're gonna want to speed through the prologue until you're able to pick your stats.
Entrance into the local vault.
So I name my character Noob, and then I begin allocating my points. This is the best spread you could start with. You're gonna have to assign some more points when you level up, but this is a good start.
Just gonna walk this over to the vault. Congratulations on being prepared for the future.
Listen, after breakfast, I was thinking we could head to the park for a bit. Weather should hold up.
And miss the World Series? Not gonna happen.
Once you blow off the lady pretending to be your wife,
What's wrong?
you're gonna want to rush through the prologue and get to that vault. Don't worry about the people you're leaving behind. They're not real.
Thank you.
Guess you made it, huh? Get into your pod, and then make sure not to keep eye contact with the lady across. Once they let you out, you're free to start your game. Now, it may seem like I've been kind of harsh, but you're probably a synth and this is all just fake memories. So with that said, we grabbed the wedding ring from the pod across from us and we began our playthrough.
I'll find who did this.
Now it's very important to grab as much scrap as you can in here because it's going to help you when you get outside of the vault. Also, I would grab any empty bottles and stim packs, and then you can fill those water bottles up here. Swiftly take care of all the enemies. After that, go to the next room and do the same thing. The only thing I for sure recommend getting are these perception glasses. Make sure you're on survival, and then claim your pit boy. And now you'll be able to leave the vault.
Enjoy your return to the surface, and thank you for choosing Vault Tech.
Now that you're above ground, grab whatever scrap you can, and then head in the sanctuary. Once you get there, make sure to check this suitcase for any charisma boosting gear you can find. Next, speak to Codsworth, and then you want to order him to clear out the compound.
I feel fine. Lead the way.
Proud to serve, sir. Shall remain here and secure the
Once you guys are done with that, claim the compound and store your junk. You can start looting the house and clear an area for you to store some stuff and to lay down a bed so you can save. Now when you're scrapping, be sure not to scrap these workbenches because you're going to use them later. And matter of fact, I would run this way and grab the chemistry workbench and bring it back. You could also do the same with the cooking workbench. Once you're done with that, completely scrap and loot everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Inside, backyards, in the streets. And this is going to get you a lot of crafting resources that you can use later. Next, pick up this Grognak magazine for some melee damage. But do not grab this special skill book. You can use it later to get your stat to 12. Once everything is scrapped, take stock of your inventory. You should have a bunch of wood and steel. which is going to help you level up later. Or make sure you have enough resources for building. After that, you want to go to this house right here, go to the back, and climb on top. Grab the loot in the bag in the corner. Then you want to jump down, grab the moot fruit, and head inside this basement. Loot whatever you can in here, but the most important thing is to grab the gold bars. You can use these later for trading for resources so you can build your water empire. Next, I like to set up some storage and begin organizing all my loot. This will help with carry weight. You should get used to doing this every time you come home. Separate your gold bars in your wedding ring and then store everything else. Next, go grab all your expensive stuff. Level up. I would take science, that way you could build water purifiers. And lay a few of them down. Now you're probably not going to have enough resources to build the generator. So that's why you take all your expensive loot and you're going to go find Trash Can Carla. But first, stop and grab dog meat.
Come with me, pal?
Head south, but make sure to go around Concord. You know you're going the right way when you find this Minuteman. Keep going down the road till you find Carla, and when you talk to her, make sure to be sarcastic. This will give you a
So
discount.
what's your story? Looking to trade?
When you trade with her, grab whatever copper, screws, and oil you can, and use the stuff you brought to pay for it. Now head back home and begin building your generators, the medium ones. And if you can, build more purifiers. And this is going to be a constant routine in the early game. Just keep building generators and purifiers. After that, grab whatever loot you need to head on a big journey. And make sure you're battle ready. Run southwest to Abernathy Farm and grab whatever food you can outside. After that, continue west and you should come across this cabin. And once you get there, head inside and grab this magazine. Now you take 5% less damage from melee. Next, you're going to go to this location on the map. Should just be a short run south. On the way there, I took the Lone Wanderer perk for more defense and offense. When we got there, we went to the back. This note told us to go to the sewer system, so we did. And when we got inside, we swiftly cleared out the enemies and grabbed the magazine. And don't forget to loot the place while you're here. It has a lot of good loot and some good early weapons. But you should grab this magazine, which is going to increase your barter. Next, go right next door to the Super Duper Mart. And be careful when you get inside. You're going to want to grab some loot in the front and then head straight to the back while crouching. Now, I completely missed the magazine and forgot to grab it. I'm looking straight at it, so don't forget it. That'll give you some more barter. When you head back home, make sure to trade with Carla and get the supplies you need for more generators and purifiers. Then head over to the river and set them up. Now you should have a decent amount of water for caps and some decent starting perks. Make sure to take Hacker if you can, because this will come in handy later, but some notable ones are Lone Wanderer and the barter perks. But that's not all. We'll be picking up more of these magazines throughout our journey. Set down a save and then get ready to start all over again. This time you're gonna want to head northeast along the river. Follow where I'm going and keep going that way until you reach this landmark where you'll find a good snub-nosed pistol and some ammo. But if you keep going east, you'll see some raiders, and make sure to use a Mazel Tov if you have one to take out these guys sleeping. Then deal with the girl and the dog. Once that's done, I looted all the bodies, and somehow I turned into Thanos along the way. Classic Bethesda. But look for this body on the side of this wall, and make sure to loot her and grab the gun right next to her. This is some new content that gives you a very strong legendary weapon that not only does damage, but helps you move fast while you're sneaking. And there's even a quest to upgrade it later. But head back home and store all your loot. I took this time to get myself organized and equip my new gear, and then I leveled up. And I put the point into strength because we needed one more point to get to armorer. Now after that, you want to go back to the location you just left and then keep going west, and you should come across a junkyard. Once you get there, run in and grab a fusion core and the mini nuke launcher, or the Fat Man, whatever it's called. After that, go a little more west and you should find a power armor suit. Put that fusion core in there and then head back to the yard. Now you're going to want to grab this mini nuke sitting here and then go inside and activate the robot so you can blow it up and take the fusion cores. Once you looted everything, head out of there towards this satellite, and you're actually going to want to run to that satellite. When you get there, quickly run inside. You might have to fight some blowflies on the way. There should be a guy at the door. Take him out and then head inside. Now you're going to put that hacker perk to good use. This terminal, then open the door, and when you get inside, you should find a magazine that helps you with stealth and another mini nuke. Both are essential.
Nice.
Don't forget to grab the rest of the loot, and when you do, sneak out of there and start heading back home. As always, store all your loot, but don't forget to grab your water and start putting that into a separate container. Now I'd take off that power armor because you don't really need it right now, but you are going to go and have a pretty big battle, so be prepared. Now this next part is going to get real hard, but you should be able to do it if you follow my advice. Make sure you got your Fat Man and your mini nukes and a couple stim packs. Then lay down a save. After that, head southeast till you get to Drumlin Diner. Then find this bed behind it and lay down a checkpoint just in case you die. Then you want to go past these trucks, and once you see a big truck in the distance, pull out your Fat Man and aim towards the front of it. Now let him go. And you should hit 2 guys. You'll see the hit marker. If you don't, aim a little more north. Once it lands, you know you've killed him. Head over and claim your prize. You should have 2 sets of outcast armor and 2 sets of regular power armor. Loot them all, and don't worry if you get overcumbered. Pull out your new gun and aim, and you should be able to move it at a decent speed. Now, I take all of this back to the house and store it, but you can stop at Drumlin Diner and sell it to her if you want to. And anytime you're over encumbered and you got a lot of stuff to bring home, use this method. When you get home, store it all and lay down and save. And just look at all these weapons we got. But that's not all. Next, head here on the map and make sure to start the Malevolent Malfunction quest. And then you want to go to this disposal place. When you get here, go inside to this trailer and lay down a save. Next, clear out all the mole rats and then grab this bottle cap mine you see me grab. Then you want to head inside and grab the mini nuke laying next to all the radiation stuff. And don't forget to save again. Now you're going to want to follow the quest marker that you have for this quest and be careful when you get there. Lay down that bottle cap mine right at the entrance, and then if you have any more, set them up as a backup. Then you want to start the fight. As soon as he hits that mine, pull out your fat man and blow him to shreds. Not before, because he's going to regain his health. As you can see, we almost died here, but we got him down. So we looted him, and you should get a randomized legendary weapon. Ours was alright. Next, you want to go in and lay down a save in the corner, but you are going to get ambushed, so be ready to throw a grenade. After the enemies are down, loot the place and follow the quest. It should lead you to activating this robot.
Hell yeah.
And congratulations, you now have the best follower in the game. Not only is he equipped with a laser rifle and wearing heavy armor, but you can still use the Lone Wanderer perk while you're with him, and dog meat. Now lay down a save, and you want to head east until you come to this place. And all you want to do here is grab a bunch of food so you can set it up back home. Make sure to grab moot fruit, corn, and tomatoes. This will not only feed you, but allow you to make adhesive. This is going to help Endgame. Next, we leveled up. I took endurance, but you can take anything you want. I just wanted to get those points going. It'll come in handy later. But you want to go northeast until you come to Cambridge. Now you're going to hear some firing. Don't go help dance. Instead, go around until you come across this red rocket. And when you get there, you're going to want to run up top and you're going to get a free sniper rifle. And this is going to come in handy later. Now while I was doing this, I noticed this guy who sells a dog. So after I grabbed the rifle and laid down the save, I went and talked to him. Now this is going to allow you to buy a junkyard dog, which will provide some protection wherever you send it. And also, a girlfriend for dog meat.
You have someplace for her to live, right?
Now this is a random encounter, so this might not be here for you, but just be looking out just in case.
New owner.
Then you want to run to this police station and help Paladin dance. Go here for safety and let them do most of the work. Once you get everybody down,
Hey there.
talk to him, and he should unlock the inside so you can go inside and loot it for some more gear.
Like everyone else. No time to waste.
Most notably, you
moving.
want to grab the
Outstanding.
military fatigues, which is going to be an in-game gear that you could start wearing now. And you want to lay down a save. This is going to give you a checkpoint just in case your game glitches out going into Diamond City. This is also a good introduction to the Brotherhood if you wanted to side with them. Now this is how I ended up looking with my new gear on. I think I look pretty spiffy. After that, I took the time to level up and I boosted agility, and then I headed out. I headed south from here to this point on the map, which is going to be a place called Diamond City. Follow the road there and you'll come across this boat, and you're going to want to jump down, avoiding the enemies. And once you get to the very bottom, you should find a magazine that gives you more health every time you eat or drink. This is pretty OP for survival. After that, use the beds to lay down a save, head back up, and follow the road. You're pretty close, and you know you're there when you hear the gunshots. Now, you could just walk past, but I noticed a legendary enemy, so I decided to help the guards to see if I could get some good loot. Which I didn't. It was pretty bad. It was just a pipe pistol or something. But if you notice any guards down, make sure to grab their loot, because it's pretty OP, especially in the early game. Now after that, grab all your loot and then head back towards Diamond City. You should see Piper out front, and she'll devise a scheme to get you inside. And I immediately ran in, but not before noticing somebody who's been following me.
Excuse me.
Once you get inside, head to the left and you should see the schoolhouse. Run in here and grab the magazine. This is going to give you 5% more damage to your companions that are robots, which fits our companion. Next, I ran to the back and I looted all the potatoes and moot fruit I could. This is going to set your garden up pretty nice when you get home. After that, I talked to Shayfield, gave him a Nuka-Cola, and then told him to come back to the farm to work for me.
Really? You mean it?
That's right.
Okay.
Only one
After that, I headed into the local inn,
Deal.
You're in room 2.
bought a room, and laid down a save. After that was done, I headed this way on the map and took out any super mutants I could, and then let my companion take care of the rest, because these guys are pretty strong. But once they're all down, you can go into this plane and grab a key, and once you got that key, go find this jail cell, open it up, and you should find a really good magazine that gives you 5% more damage to scope weapons.
There we go.
Lay down a save and then head to this location on the map. Now this is deep in enemy territory, but if you stay sneaking and use your other weapon to move fast, eventually you'll come to Jamaica Plain. Now when you get here, you could sneak inside, but the most effective way is to open the door and kite the enemies to your follower. After doing this a couple times, I was able to clear the whole house, and I almost died in the process. But once everyone's down, you want to go inside and you want to head up the stairs. When you get up there, you're going to find a full set of combat armor. And this is really OP in the early game. You should also find a missile launcher if you want to use that too. Be sure to loot whatever you can and then head out of there. Go back to Diamond City at least so you can lay down a save. And this is how we came out looking. That combat armor got us looking real snazzy. Trade with this guy and restock on any supplies and ammo you need. Also grab some lead if you wanted to make your own ammo. Now once you got all that done, you could start the trek home. Shouldn't be too hard now that you know where you're going. Eventually you'll get home, make sure to save and store all your gear. Also don't forget to set up some water purifiers and set up your garden. You can take all that purified water you've been saving and trade it with Carla so you can get more supplies to build more purifiers to get you more water, and the loop just continues. Now at this point, things aren't looking too shabby. You got a good follower, good gear, and some good money makers. But we're not going to stop there. I got a couple more tricks you could knock out to get you ready. Now don't forget to set up your plants and make sure you get shade field on the gardening. Also, if you wanted to get more followers, be sure to set up a generator and a satellite, and you should start getting followers coming in on a regular basis. Now some good levels to get, I would say, would be Science, which you already have, Scrapper, and Gun Nut. You can use these perks to build an ammo farm, which will come in handy throughout the game. Now take all your extra resources and build some shelves to get the levels if you need to, and then come build all these pieces of gear and hook them up to a computer. After that, you're gonna head back out. This time you're gonna go head towards Diamond City, but turn where you fought those super mutants earlier, and you're gonna find this garage. Take it down and clear out all the zombies, or whatever they're called, feral ghouls, and you're gonna loot the ones with tunnel snake outfits. Make sure to grab the classic rifles, and then make your way to the back and take down Wally Mack. I didn't mean to rhyme there. Once you get them down, you're gonna get your first legendary pistol, or second if you got one earlier like me, and it's gonna give you the ultimatum. Make sure to loot the fusion cores, and there's a plasma rifle, and grab any gear you can. This is gonna stock you up really nice. After that, you're gonna want to come to this location on the map. And off screen, I took the perk Aqua Boy, so you can use swimming as basically your fast travel from now on. Take the river and go all the way around until you find the Old North Church. Then head inside. Now you're gonna want to rush through this, and when you get to the end, you can fill out the puzzle, which the password is Railroad, and there you'll be able to meet the Railroad if you want to start that quest line, which you should. Next, go to the Old Gullet Sinkhole, head down, and you're going to find this, which makes you swim 25% faster. Now on the way to the next destination, we found this sentient power armor off this guy named Pyro. I didn't record it because honestly I didn't even know. It was an accident, but here's where it came on the map. And here's where we're going. The Long Neck Lewowski factory. When you get there, take down this guy, grab his key, and then head upstairs to grab the barter magazine and the barter bobblehead.
Perfect.
Now, some anniversary content added. The Enclave is going to ambush you eventually, and this is one of the spots they'll catch you. So we took them out. It was a really hard fight, but eventually we got them down, and then we looted all their bodies, which gave us some more Hellfire gear, a bunch of combat armor, and plasma guns. So we began the long trek home. It took a while, but eventually we got home, and we stored all our gear and loot, and then we collected our water and laid down a save. Now if you come across any razor grain, make sure to buy it. And then we gathered all of ours and we built these tanks so we could start catching cows. This is going to help us get fertilizer so we can make our own ammo farm. And we hooked it up to these little power sources. I thought it looked cool. Next, we'll talk about cow traps. If you get the chemist perk, you can make a bunch of poison cow traps with all the steel. And you can sell these for a lot of money. Take this in your water into the city, and you can go down here to Vault 81, and you can trade it for the best gun in the game, which is the Overseer Guardian. But we didn't do that. What we did is we made our way here to the National Recruitment Office, and here we could use a method kind of like shiny hunting to keep resetting the zombies until we get legendary ones, and then kill the legendary ones and see if we get the gear that we want. Now when you get here, you want to sneak up and avoid this mine, and then you want to lay down a save. Then you want to sneakily take out all the surrounding turrets and zombies. Once you get all those guys down, you want to lay down another save. And that's the save you're going to keep reloading. Now that you have that save, all you do is run into this building, check all the zombies till you find a legendary one, kill him, and then look to see if he has the loot you want. And I did this a couple times just to show you guys. And then I did it off screen for an hour just to show you a couple of the guns I got. And I was able to get some really good guns, like a double shot laser pistol, a lucky sniper. But in the end, I ended up with a 10mm pistol that did plasma damage as well, because it's a really rare enchant that gets you nuclear material. Now with all that, you should have some great gear, an arsenal of weapons, and a really OP bodyguard. Now from here, you should be able to have infinite ammo that you produce yourself. You should have your own fertilizer, and you also have a farm that produces not only food, but adhesive. Now you can go to your trap and free your cows, and they'll start producing that fertilizer for you. And I think you could have up to 3. Now with all this, you should be good for the early game. Not only do you have an endless amount of water and food that produces caps, but you also have some great gear. And you can run back to the National Training Guard every 10 days to reset for new gear. If you wanted to turn all your combat gear into legendary, that would be the method. You also have an arsenal of weapons and a bunch of perks. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. And that's the best start in Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition.